Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed. Hallelujah. I just wanted to come and spend a little time talking with you during this Easter season. This is a time in which we experience new life, and I'm seeing all signs of new life throughout our synod. I see congregations that are doing new ways of reaching out into communities. I see congregations growing and new life rising up in our congregations. It's an exciting time where we see new mission things starting within our synod and all around the church. In that excitement, I remember back to when I began as bishop, and the thing that people wanted to know about at the Synod Assembly was the call process and why it took so long. And we've made significant changes in that, and that's not a topic of conversation for us anymore. We're seeing great young leaders coming into our synod, doing wonderful work in our churches. But beyond that, now we're seeing all kinds of new growth. We've done new initiatives in faith formation. Those initiatives with John Roberto have been leading in the ELCA. We see the ELCA coming to us to find out how it is that we're doing work with our resource center and with our faith formation initiative. Beyond that, that initiative has now been adopted by the Episcopal Church in our area, and we're working in conjunction with them, strengthening faith formation across both our church bodies. We're also continuing to look at new emergent models of congregations. The emergence of the communities of Hope in Harrisburg, Peter's Porch in Akron. These are opportunities for us to find new ways to reach out and grow in our communities. And we're beginning a new initiative that's going to be about reforming, renewing, and revisioning our congregations. This will revitalize our existing congregations. We already have 9 congregations in covenant with us to revitalize their ministries. We're looking to expand that to 24 more congregations. We're going to kick that initiative off this year at Synod Assembly. On top of that, we're working on equipping leaders, particularly through the seminary and the restructuring of our seminary into the United Lutheran Seminary. That has really enabled us to reduce some of the cost of the seminary and therefore pass that on with free tuition for our ELCA students. And we're seeing an increase in enrollment there. This is really an exciting change within our synod and the seminary that serves in the territory of our synod. So these are great times. And the way this work happens is through the mission support that you share with us. And we are grateful for the strong support and the abundance that comes to us from our congregations. At the same time, we have been looking at some of the costs that we have, and over the last couple of years we have pushed out about over $100,000 in operating costs by changing the Synod Assembly, by changing our IT processes, by getting a new phone system, all to help drive down the costs that we have here in supplying ministry and mission across our synod. But last year, the mission support dropped somewhat. We were about $80,000 short of the budget that we had approved at Synod Assembly. And so because of that, our reserves have become low. I've looked at the trends where we are in the first quarter of this year, and it looks like we're falling behind again. If the trend continues straight to the end of the year, we could be about $150,000 behind. Because of that, we've begun to put plans in place to begin to reduce the work that we've been called to do, to cut back on some of the mission that we've been asked to do. And so before I make those cuts, I just wanted to come to you and make sure that you were aware. The worst thing that could happen is for us to cut back on our mission and then people to say, if I had only known. So now you know. And so I'm asking you to consider increasing your mission support. $150,000 seems like a lot of money. But in reality, if each person who was in a pew on Sunday morning gave an extra $5, not an extra $5 a week or an extra $5 a month, but just an extra $5 between now and the end of the year, we could make up that shortfall and continue the path that we have on our ministry and mission together. So I wanted to make you aware, if you're able to increase your mission support beyond what you had planned for this year, if you would let us know that by the end of June, that would enable us to adjust our ministry plan accordingly. Please know that I am always grateful for all the prayers and support that you give to me and the staff here at the Synod. You are a blessing to us as we do this ministry together. And as always, I am your servant and grateful to be in service with you. Thank you for your support and your consideration. God bless, and have a blessed Easter season and a joyful, Spirit-filled Pentecost.